You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and live on Ustream, this is Girls Club. We'll break down tonight and get you all the latest Bad Girls Club news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for Bad Girls Club.
Back when I predicted that Angie was gonna narc on Shelly. No, Stassi doesn't know, but she narked to Tiara, and Tiara's gonna plan that. She's gonna time it right. Tiara's still my favorite. Since episode 3, she's been my favorite.
Mm-hmm. So we start the episode out basically with
Miss Voodoo.
Yes, Miss Voodoo. Which I wonder how this was filmed, because they're saying that they have weeks left, and they kind of made it seem like the voodoo puppet hasn't been destroyed for very long. Miss Voodoo been torn up. She looked, even though when Judi had her, she looked clean. I mean, this bitch has been dragged through the dirt, thrown outside in the water, like
chopped up.
I think she's been replaced a couple times, so I don't know.
They threw some new dolls in there. Well, I mean, hell, if they got a freaking voodoo doll doctor,
right?
Why not?
Shit.
I'm feeling real uncomfortable with all that, by the way.
Yeah. So let's talk
Courtney,
about
clap
that.
with me.
Judi basically.
We do not play with voodoo.
Judi basically brings everybody to go where. I mean, how do you fix a voodoo puppet? You bring it to a voodoo doctor.
I can't even.
She went with Cheyenne. Her and Cheyenne seem to have a cool little vibe going on.
Yeah. Cheyenne seems real chill.
Yeah, Cheyenne does seem chill.
That voodoo priestess did not break. She kept her role. She was serious.
That's because she was.
Because she was serious, and they believe in us stuff for real.
Partake of the water.
She was not playing.
Well, so, I mean, let's look at it like this. Basically, Judi has to bring everyone who tormented the doll in the back, like, lure them into this.
So ridiculous.
She's begging the producers, please don't give them their stipend unless they go.
Unless they go with me. And then Tiara's dummy. Was it Tiara's mama or Stassi's mama?
Tiara's mama.
was praying. Ain't no blood but Jesus, y'all. Ain't no blood but Jesus.
Well, so my question for you is, would you, if you...
Hell no.
Would you have drank from the water?
Hell no. They wouldn't have been able to get me even to go. I would have been like, okay, that's against the contract. Then I broke my contract. You do not give place to the devil. Didn't you learn that?
No, and I mean, like, really, it was really intense. Like, first of all, I'm not walking into a room where there's a woman dressed like Aunt Jemima around a freaking table with hay and stuff pulled out. And then
He said, hey, what's wrong with
Aunt
hay?
Jemima.
No,
I mean, maybe
listen
she was feeling real plantation-like.
I'm just saying what the setup was, because there was a man with a red mask on.
No face showing.
Like, I have issue with that.
Spitting on the
There
floor.
are gangs, there are things involved. Like, I need to see who this man is. And I'm not being racist, because when I was living in New York and I would get in the taxi cabs, please believe, I made sure I knew the name of, or whatever letters spelt out that man's name, because you couldn't pronounce
Even
him
if I
half the damn
couldn't say it, I
time.
knew what it was.
I knew his taxi number. Like, I need to be cautious about
Taxi
the
number
situations
12
I'm
is
in.
running away. He's trying to steal me.
I saw the bone collector. But yeah, so basically they have him like drinking bottled water, which I'm very thankful that at least it was like not opened.
And she mentioned, you can open it yourself. It's not open yet.
Right, but what does drinking this water mean? And then clapping around like chanting.
Like, she was intent on the water, wasn't she? Drink some.
Just to, she's like, just a sip. Like, no, bitch, that's what happened to Snow White's dumbass.
I was gonna pass out. A sip's not gonna help me.
Oh. No.
So lo and behold, Judi was smile ear to ear. She got her doll fixed.
Like she won $1 million.
You fixed her. She has hair.
And so let's talk about the other puppet in the house, Shelly, which I'm kind of on the fence about even calling her a puppet, because Stassi's saying she's using her to her advantage. But I kind of think Stassi, which I do think she's saying, you know what, I'm done with Judi, so I'm going to pull Shelly into this and make Judi upset. Because we did see things throughout the ways, like Stassi saying, oh, I don't want you to sleep with me, Judi. I don't like sleeping with you. This bitch has been sleeping in your bed since the second episode, and I never heard no problems about it.
I think it's a front.
Right.
No, I mean, I think she's gonna flip, and the story's gonna end up being that she was doing it all to get Tasha out and to jack with Shelly, and then later on she's gonna apologize and say, yeah, you were fucking up, but
Oh, you said that.
my bad. Yeah, you were screwing up, but the whole point was she had an ulterior motive.
So you think her being mean to Judi
It's
is
all a plan just to get rid of Tasha?
That is an intense.
That is real serious.
Because she has that mother complex.
Exhausting.
So, people, you guys got to be aware about people who want to mother others and would never ask for help to begin with. So she has her own complex, but she said it. She thinks Shelly's on her team, and she said she was just gonna scare Judi straight. That was her comment. She wasn't really gonna kick her out. She was just gonna scare her straight. So I think there's
Judy did get pretty
there.
weepy. Maybe it's working.
Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me holler at you.
Well,
What the hell did Stassi do for her for real? That is so amazing.
No, we'll get to that more towards the end.
Sorry, we're jumping around.
Let's hop to
Let's
the
go to
Bermuda
Bermuda.
trip. They went to Bermuda.
Oh, or
Like-
was it Barbados?
Barbados. I'm sorry.
I
They went
wrote
to the
Bermuda.
Barbados.
Beautiful
I did
Sun
too.
Bay
Why
resort
did I
in
write
Barbados.
Bermuda?
I think we said Bermuda in here, even though.
Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
So Barbados. They went to Barbados.
It was
and
pretty.
It was a quick, short trip.
It was very quick. It was
And
like
what
a-
I've noticed with the seasons, as they go deeper and deeper, they put them in hotels that
Have tile floors.
right. No, that look like they could be upscale, but now they're really not.
They're not.
No, because these bitches.
Or
gonna
at least
break
they got
you.
the cheap rooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tile floors.
They didn't even
never
get
good.
ocean views. I was like, oh, it's the garden view? Jeez. We're in Barbados. Can we get an ocean view? That would be
Well,
a dream.
And did it look
comment.
like the beds were all stacked next to
Yeah.
each other?
They looked
But
like
they
they were
did-
staying in a hostel.
Yeah.
Like it didn't look like a hotel. I was like, why do you have to share a bed anyway? Get your own. Like, I don't understand.
One bed was nicer than the other, and actually, it looked like Stassi actually ended up taking the cot, from what I saw. I'm not really sure, but then we had some stinginess up in there. Tasha was a little too good, which I'm surprised she didn't make any comments about the hotel room.
Maybe we just didn't get to see them.
But so yeah, they said we're gonna go on a boat ride,
That was funny.
and
That's what she
Tasha's like,
complained.
yes,
We're gonna
go on the yacht.
bottles. We're gonna be on a yacht. They're gonna roll out the red carpet.
Oh, and me and Courtney were dying because We were just like, watch it be a fishing. I really wanted it to be a
like
fishing
a rowboat.
boat. Like I didn't want
With
alcohol
fish
to be
blood
like
and
maybe
marlin
like,
heads.
Yes.
I
Like
wanted them to have to like work to
a
make it move.
styrofoam bucket of like Bud Light.
And a guy with one eye.
Welcome, y'all. I don't know why he would have a country accent.
I was gonna say it's Barbados.
And dreads in the back, but no hair on
Not
top.
Savannah.
Yes.
So ridiculous.
You got your wish, girl?
So we get there and there's a
yeah.
dinghy, and all 7 of the girls have to fit in this dinghy to go out to a pirate ship.
Which was random, but that's kind of fun.
I would have liked to be on that.
That'd be a blast. I'm sorry.
I would have been stank too at first. Like, oh, it would have been nice to be on a yacht, but that was fun. Like, that was a cool. Like, I mean,
And
what are you
she
gonna
was
put
sure
bad girls
chowing
on
down.
a yacht for? Like,
She was stuffing her face on
exactly.
the
She was
boat.
eating and drinking and doing just fine. So she's not so bougie. She got no bougie.
No, right. She was jumping off the damn friggin'
Swinging
rope
on the
swing.
rope like she real used to that. So
Oh, and actually, before we continue on with that, I just wanted to comment about the bowling scene with Tiara's fashion walk. I love Tiara. And then the other thing with Tasha, we're complaining, because she really does complain a lot about everything. But why are you going to complain about Cheyenne bringing a guy home when you brought Dreads home?
oh snap!
First night you met
And then
him,
wanted 10%.
wanted 10% for someone else sleeping with him.
Dirty.
So dramatic.
Dirty.
Tiara, what nasal octave is that?
Oh no, but
That's what
I
you
wish
wrote?
it would stop.
You know, she is like, Nicki Minaj and her would be best friends.
I don't want my nails to break. But then she's retarded. Like, I don't want to say retarded because that's bad. But like, has a speech problem. Like, English is her second language.
Well,
I can barely remember. Yeah.
And then how about cutting to the scene? I mean, she's a smart girl. She has her little Maria Menounos has the Every Girl's Guide to Life. Tiara has the Every Girl's Guide to Grind. And she was teaching Shelly.
Gotta swirl it.
I gotta look back.
Yeah.
You gotta whip it back.
You gotta throw it a little bit.
You gotta throw your hand back.
You gotta look back and go, what a...
That was amazing. That
But,
was
like,
a Tiara moment.
The thing about her is she totally dances like a white stripper.
And her babe watch
And
scene.
like Brittany, you saw when she was like, she did her arms across and then like bent down and lifted her head up.
Oh God, it's too much.
Cut to her Baywatch scene.
Oh my God.
You don't know how to swim and you don't want to get your hair wet. Let's go surfing. Let's go surfing.
There was a crab in the water. And I almost got her.
They gave her like a little nickname on the bottom. It's like T-Dollar and the something or whatever.
From the G.
From the G. Where is she from?
Which, yeah, she's like from Texas, so I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh,
Galveston.
I thought she was from Georgia. That was like, what is going on?
Imagine.
I can't. It was too much. It was too much.
All right, so then, but the biggest issue here is that everyone's kind of really going hard on Judi.
Yes. And I
Which
don't even like Judi.
Here's the thing about it, though. I don't, Shelly keeps saying nobody wants Judi. Everyone hates Judi. The only people who are complaining about Judi is Shelly and Stassi.
Surprise, surprise.
Angie, I don't think Angie really cares.
Yeah.
Tiara, we know, sticks up for Judi in her own little brain. Cheyenne's
Very
cool
little.
with her. She, she admitted, when she's with me by herself, she's really cool. I don't really understand what everyone's saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, Shelly, every comment is about Judi. Everything Shelly has, breath she has, is about Judi.
Yeah.
About her outfit, about the way she drinks.
And
Now-
so in the outfits, by the way, nobody was rocking anything super fly or looking super tasty in anything. So Judi wasn't that bad.
Oh, right. But, okay, so they went on to this nice dinner. Would you have felt offended if she wore this out with you guys? Like,
I would have felt offended if we were in New York.
where there's lots of people. You're in Bermuda.
Barbados. Like, I
Barbados,
mean, I'm forgetting, like, we went to Toronto for the Carib Fest, and I had my girlfriend, because it would get us more alcohol, like, whip on some kind of, like, sarongi top that was not covering nothing, but she's small up here, so it worked, and she was all scantily clad on the bottom in some hot shorts, and it just, I mean, you're in island nature. Like, that's a different vibe than if you're, like, going out somewhere. And I didn't see no boom-booms coming out. So when she's dancing, I'm sure it's not cute. I wouldn't want to look at it.
Right, but would you be
But-
upset with her, Cam? What do you?
I wouldn't be like, you look like...
Visually,
Sure.
it wouldn't bother me because, you make your own assessment. But if she's going to speak for the group, speaking has more impact on me. Just don't be dumb.
Exactly.
Be a hoe.
And like be a hoe,
Be
do your
trashy.
thing.
Yeah.
But like, and then even if you get drunk, like ideally I would like you not to be sloppy, falling all out on the floor, because I'm gonna walk over you and leave you, because I'm not gonna act like I know you if you're doing that. But like, if that's your grind, that's your deal, like go for it.
Well, all right. So that brings.
I think
us
they were
to-
hating because they were chunky.
Well,
don't skip over
Stassi
the-
wears some things she shouldn't be wearing.
Stassi had on a dress she shouldn't have had on, or she should have threw some Spanx on.
Or when they opened the box and her stomach was
Yes.
just hanging out.
Not cute, boo.
No,
Not cute.
like in that, yeah. So that, but let's get to the scene where she takes the shot of 150 proof.
Ouch.
To me, I mean, we've seen Judi get really bad, but the thing about Judi is no one's ever had to walk Judi home. Judi will get loud. She'll, say things she probably shouldn't say, but she can handle herself as far as like making sure she goes where she needs to go. What were your thoughts as far? I mean, I don't think she did anything wrong at that table. I think they were being over dramatic, trying to start a fight.
Over involved, and I think Shelly was just playing on Stassi.
Yeah. And they don't
Playing
actually give a
officer.
crap
She
about
wanted
it for real.
Stassi to blow. Yeah.
It'd be one thing if they gave a crap for real and they're like, boo, you drinking 150 proof. You need to slow down because we've been drinking all day. But they don't care about her.
Right.
It was crap.
So then we go, even at the fancy restaurant, it amazed me that Tasha was still complaining.
I don't like the tail. What the hell do you think a lobster tail is?
Well, do you
Trick?
think this is cooked? Should I send it back?
Like,
Yeah.
I can just picture her in Miami with
I would be
her
more
friends.
ashamed of Tasha than of Judi
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree.
because it's disrespectful.
I agree.
You can
And
complain.
Miss Uppity, we all know, no offense to those of you who order your meat well done, but if you real uppity for real and you go to Naka, you don't order your meat well done. No offense.
Sorry.
I'm just letting you know.
All right, and then as our final thing, we get home and Stassi just says, "Hey, I'm."
Wait,
Oh, whoop.
the best line of this. I think the best
Was
line
it
of the season.
Before when they were leaving. Hold on, I wrote it down. So what, Shelly yelled
They're
at
leaving
Judi
the-
again. They're leaving the island.
resort.
And Judi goes, shut the F up and stop acknowledging me.
Thank you, Judi.
I love that.
Yes,
I need
loved
a
it.
t-shirt.
Absolutely, like
Stop
That
acknowledging
should be a t-shirt.
That needs to be.
Get Judi on the show. We'll make her some t-shirts.
Tell her for real. She needs to come. Oh my God.
I'm so
Empowering.
proud of her
Shut the F
for
up.
finally saying something like that. I wish she would say it to Stassi.
That was a
because-
smart one. Yeah.
Let's
At this
tweet
point-
that around the world.
Yes, let's
I'm about to tweet
trending
that right
topic.
now.
Stop acknowledging
For
me.
real, that's classic.
How many people
You
that
a
are constantly
non-mother
talking
effing
smack?
factor.
Thank you. That's an ode to that right there. You are a non-mother factor.
Okay, back to you, Jess. Sorry.
Sidebar.
So we get back to the house,
We
and
only have 4
Stassi is
minutes.
like, right. I'm trying to get through this.
Power.
And out of all the episodes, this episode we have to rush through. So Stassi gets back to the house and says, "Tasha, don't worry about bringing your bags in. I already have a plane set for you, and you're
They'll be
leaving."
bringing your bags outside.
That's
Oh, and
pretty
Judi,
tight,
you
though.
too.
Here's your itinerary.
Right.
That's pretty
So-
tight.
No, it would have been tighter if she actually. But see, that should have been Tasha's job because Tasha says she has the money, so she should have bought the ticket and been like,
Yeah.
"Hey, bitch,
Here you go.
you just got served."
Take that shit and go home.
You know, so then the thing that upsets me about this is Judy's reaction to it. Like, why are you giving in? I think Judi was more upset with the fact that Stassi was really going to that point. I don't think, they played it off like Judi believed she was really getting kicked out. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I was obviously I have not been watching the in between episodes. I've only seen like the first 2, 3. But I'm like shocked that Judi is so. I know you helped me, and I want you to
So
help me, and I
concerned
love you. Like what
with
the?
somebody's. Yeah.
Who cares? Who is this woman? She's not your friend for real. If she's kicking you out the house, like it just was gross. I'm like, you're not 12.
I think this is Judy's head jump into learning manipulation or being manipulated per se.
Okay.
So blatantly.
I agree with that. I can see that. I'm over Stassi. This officially topped it off. Like, Stassi, you're a dumb bitch. You care too much.
Well, do you think obviously, like I said, I haven't been watching, but have these girls really been like that? Because I could see me being the person like, oh, you chicks are getting on my nerves, and figuring out, okay, you got to go. I can't do this no more.
Yeah, I could see that to a certain point, but the point is, you know Judi. You know what she's capable of. You know what she is, what she's worth. You're in freaking wherever you are on vacation. Like, she's going to act out, and she wasn't even acting out as bad. So that's interesting that, Cam, you brought up the point of maybe
it's just
she's...
a ploy.
Yeah, that's like really deep and like...
Thought out. You think she's
well,
that thoughtful?
and I don't think...
But we had
inside.
We had inside scoop because...
that girl whose name we cannot currently recall.
Stephanie?
No.
Deidre?
No. Well, she had worked with Stassi before.
Oh, Cheyenne.
And she alluded to something that occurred at that place of employment, which led us to believe that Stassi has it in her to be
a step ahead.
A little step ahead, but on the shady side, not so much on the up and up, not on the fair side. Not that she's evil.
She's a sneaky bitch.
There you go. So
Sneaky.
I think she's looking for opportunity. She wants another show.
And so I don't think this is the way to get it because I'm not impressed. You're not Tanisha. There's nothing impressive about.
And that's
you
what
right
I think. I think she's failing. I think she hasn't found the right path to go because I don't think anybody can ever be Tanisha.
No, she was on the right path and she effed
Flipped
it all
out,
up.
yeah.
She starts
She could have been
arguing with Tasha.
AA for Judi.
Yeah. Girl, you tried though.
She could be Nini's personal assistant.
Beast.
Tasha says, I don't need to act like a low-class scumbag, and then they start fighting. And Tasha scratched the side of Stassi's face.
Yo, she scratched the hell out of the side of that girl's face.
Yeah, like I don't even think they needed ADR to make that noise for that.
It was one of those like, ouch. I felt that.
Yeah.
Like you scratched my
So
face.
next week is going to be really interesting.
And she threw a punch and missed, which was funny. And then
Stassi did?
No, Tasha did. Oh. She threw a punch because she pushed her, and then she tried to land a punch and totally missed. And Stassi got on her head, and the boobies came out. There was titties everywhere. They had the blur was like this wide because they were flying. She was getting her ass beat by
The
titties
traction hold came
and
loose.
fists.
They just went all over.
It just went all over. It was like ah. And Tasha's little, so she was getting jacked up by some boobies and some fists.
But I feel like Tasha's the type of girl that'll just keep coming back for it.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be like one arm like totally off. She's
it
a
wasn't
zombie,
like she was like this, like let me get mine and beat. No, she was just it was animal. Like she lost her mind.
She did. Oh, but I'm excited.
How messed up if you getting beat up by somebody? I'm sorry, that was my own comic in my head.
All right, so let's head into
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Oh my God,
That's a change.
That's
It's
a
a little
change.
change.
They took away my ooh.
Well, no, we just don't have time to play that.
Oh, we don't have time for that. We have to do the quick one. We got 30 seconds.
So next week we see Tasha files a police report on Stassi, I'm imagining.
Oh, I missed that.
Yep, she was
I
talking to a
remember.
police.
Oh, that's right.
How's she gonna file? You started the. I hate when tricks do that. Sorry, go on. You started the fight. I'm
She did.
sorry.
She scratched
you
her.
scratched her face and you took a punch. You took the first punch.
Okay,
Don't,
how about
Well,
that's
she was
bull.
messing
How
with her
about
property.
right, how
I
about
guess you
she's
could
But
say.
she
Stay away
hadn't
from my
touched. She
stuff.
might have been saying stay away from my stuff. But as
I
soon
have
as you
I
threw
have
a punch,
expensive stuff.
as soon as you threw a punch, you said you was ready to throw down. And don't get mad because you got your ass whooped. Like I
Right,
think
but
that's
I
why.
don't have low-class scumbag things
Wow.
for other people.
Apparently she does because
protecting my
did y'all
property.
see the blue applique dress that she was wearing? I don't know what kind of low class scumbag she knows, but you look like you got that. It was like ruffle slash flower bad,
Like, girl, you are not on Real Housewives of Jersey.
bad.
Because that's what guys with dread love.
Jersey looked even better than that.
Right.
That looked cheap. It was bad.
We next week we see
Ugly.
Stassi bugging out
Why you
like
got jumped?
you think Hurricane Katrina was bad. First of all,
She was like the gremlin.
girl,
Lost her mind.
don't be bringing Hurricane Katrina out when you in New Orleans. Like, what is this?
That's inappropriate. Yeah, totally.
She's crazy.
Don't even mention Katrina.
That's messed up.
Like, you weren't there to witness that, and you just bringing it out and shit.
And of course they show Tiara.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
Telling the truth. I might have to watch next week.
Tiara tells her you need to chill.
You need to lay off
Out.
Judi. Because Shelly's next.
Right.
Get Chalet
I'm excited.
and all her tattoos.
But Stassi said that Tiara knows the master plan. So I think there's that's why, because seeing the way Tiara's been, well, at least in this episode more so, she didn't have to defend Judi, and I think she didn't defend Judi as much because she knows Stassi's master plan.
I just think it's a lot.
That's what I think.
I think it's a lot. Wait, so you think that they need Judy's natural reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
to make it believable.
Well, they're getting it.
They sure are, because she was crying like a little pump.
Or even better than that, imagine if Judy's even in on the plan.
That would be great.
That'd be awesome.
That would be real.
That's how to get your own
just
show.
now, y'all, all three of y'all need a show. Just pulling shit on tricks. That's what you need. That would be amazing. And I would actually believe they were bright. And
then
that
they
would
want to
make me feel
kick
better
Shelly
about
out.
the show.
And they're going to kick Shelly out, too. Oh,
And
Wait,
then
we didn't even mention that
and
Angie...
Shelly's girlfriend's gonna join the show.
Hi.
We didn't mention that Angie leaked the information to
Dark.
Tiara.
Can somebody fix Angie's makeup?
Tell me how.
I was like,
Tell me how. Espérate.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us something.
No, no.
I was like, what?
Also, a little spoiler alert. I'm not going to play the bumper. We don't got time for all that. But
We got 4 minutes.
2 seconds.
we do know that...
2.5.
Well, I know that Shelly is actually going to be trying to get Cheyenne out of the house in a couple episodes.
Oh, God.
I don't know why, but...
I think they
There's
should've
only
clipped her
room
something.
for one trailer trick.
Because Shelly got rejected.
Well, I think Shelly needs to get out the house. I'm over Shelly.
Boo. All right.
Done!
And
And so are we. All right, that was the quickest recap of a Bad Girls Club we've ever done.
But we did it.
We did. Courtney, thank you for joining us this
Thank
week.
You are
you.
very welcome. Glad I could join.
Glad we could have bribed you.
All the
I
way from the
know.
AfterBuzz forest.
I know, from the AfterBuzz forest over the river and through the woods.
To ABTV we go. All right, and Cam, thank you, like always.
All right, you guys.
Kind sir. Until next
Hi.
week, everyone keep it 100, keeping it real. Peace out, bitches.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janedy, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.